Hey everybody, this is Chi-Whiz, and I want to show you my newest version of my multi-fuel option for the Firefly stove. Probably the lightest and most versatile yet. The previous options, second generation and first generation, are still available, and you can get more information about them on my website. So let's start by looking at the burner, which is the same, the dual fuel burner. So the dual fuel burner comes in a screw top container that has a lid that serves as an Esbit burner, talk about that in a minute, and a bottom that serves as an alcohol burner, and it has carbon felt inside, which helps the alcohol burn nicely. And the pot stand is a stainless steel mesh fabric that's welded. It's the same as what's in the Firefly for the floor. And you can store it flat if you like, or it's easily bent into any shape that you need. Once you use it for pot support, I would probably put it into a shape like this, like a C shape. And this can be stored as it is in your pot, or it can be straightened and rebent as you need to. But basically, it goes either over the alcohol stove to support your pot, or it goes over the Esbit stove to support your pot. Really no trouble at all. Now, if you're not familiar with Esbit, it comes in packs of 12 cubes. Each cube weighs a half an ounce and will bring about 3 cups of water to a boil. The other part of the system, in addition to the dual fuel burner and the pot support, is what I'm calling a hinged windscreen. And let me show you what this is. It's basically made out of titanium foil, and it has a hinge down the center so that it can fold up to be stored flat in your pouch with the stove, and it can also be opened up. And when it's opened up, one of the nice things it'll do is serve as a nice ground shield for the Firefly, and if you're using the flex port to burn longer pieces of wood, it's nice because it has a little bit of an extension that goes under the wood in case a little bit of ash or cinders fall out the door side. So that's the hinged windshield, and basically it's used as a ground shield, and also we'll see in a minute how it's used in its hinged fashion as part of a windshield around the alcohol or Esbit burner. So that's the dual fuel stove, the hinged windshield, and the stainless steel pot stand. So in terms of how things work with different pots, the first thing to do is to take the bottom mesh out of the Firefly if you've already assembled it. And then what you want to do is just open up one corner of the stove to basically create a foldable partial windscreen to which the hinged windshield can be added to create a larger windscreen. And the idea would be that the hinged windshield would go into the wind since it comes all the way down to the ground, and the rest of the Firefly would serve as the rest of the windshield with the dual fuel burner, either Esbit or alcohol, inside. So that's the basic concept. Let's look at how it works with different kinds of pots. So first of all, if you have a Foster's can pot or you have a Heineken can pot, one of the nice things about the dual fuel burner is that the pot support just fits perfectly into the bottom of your Heineken can or the bottom of your Foster's can pot, and will sit right over your dual fuel burner without any difficulty. So that's just a nice feature, and that works well. So basically, having set it up that way, you would just create a windscreen with the rest of the Firefly, and you would just orient the open side towards the wind and put the hinged windshield there to deflect the wind so that the alcohol burner can burn nicely under your pot. So let's say you have a little bit larger pot. So this is a kind of a tall 900cc pot. And it's going to go on the dual fuel burner the same way that they all do. And then you're just going to put the Firefly again kind of around it with the wind coming this way, and then just put the hinged windshield right there. And you can kind of orient it so it's reasonably snug around the burner, because all the surfaces are titanium, so they'll hold up to heat very well. And so on. You can go up to a little bit larger size. This is a squat 900cc pot, and you can see that that's going to work fine. And even here's a 1.3 liter Evernew, and that's going to need to be just a little bit bigger. But you can set that in and put the hinged windscreen around, and in fact, it's going to cover all of the sides nicely. So that's basically how the new dual fuel system works in terms of being flexible to work with different kinds of pots. So there you have it, third generation multi-fuel system with a nice dual fuel burner with an excellent alcohol burner as well as an Esbit burner, stainless steel pot stand that can either go in your pot closed up like a C shape or straightened out and flat, and my newest innovation, the hinged windshield that can serve as a ground shield for your stove, or also as part of a windscreen that is made with the rest of the stove and the hinged windshield, and that'll go right in your pouch with the stove. So take care next time you're out on the trail. This is Chi Whiz saying keep it light.